Hello and welcome to another episode of Inside the Ropes with Coach Mario. Coach Mario, owner and head coach, Warriors Pride Boxing Academy here in Miami, Florida. How are you guys doing? Hope everybody's great. Well, today is Wednesday. We got a few more days for a great card that I'm looking forward to watching this next Saturday. It's going to be two great fights, or two good fights, two good matchups. Let's call them that way, all right? As we all know, coming up, if we're going to have Fundora versus Tszyu instead of Tszyu versus Keith Thurman, and we're going to have Pitbull Cruz, who some people call El Chihuahua, against Romero. All right, guys, we're going to talk about that in the next few seconds. But first of all, I'd like to tell you guys that yesterday, after one whole month of being away from the gym, I was able to get back to the gym for training in the evening. I'm actually taking it easy, but yesterday I had some sparring done. Some of the guys that are going to be getting ready, or who are getting ready for April 27th, a USA Boxing sanctioned event here in Florida. And they were all glad to see me, and I was all glad to see them. It's been a little over a month, almost a month to the day, that I've been away from the gym due to my recuperation from the major surgery that I had a month ago. But thank God, I've been feeling better every day that goes by, and still got to keep an eye on everything. But God is blessing me and providing me with the health that I need in order to get back to what I love to do so much, what I've been doing for many decades, which is the sport of boxing, all right, as a coach, and years ago as a fighter, all right? Anyway, guys, we're going to talk a little bit about this fight. I don't know the interest that some of my subs might have for watching this fight. I believe the only people that are really following this are people that are really into boxing. I watch all fights, guys. There's some matchups that are totally uneven. There's some matchups that really don't deserve to be talked about, at least to my point of view. But there's some other ones that do deserve to be talked about, and this channel, which is dedicated to boxing. All right. So we have Sebastian Fundora, 6'5", versus Tszyu. All right, guys, this fight promises to be a thriller while it lasts. I truly believe this fight is not going to go to the cards. It's going to end by stoppage. Who will win? Who will win in this great matchup? All right, we have two different fighters. One that is 5'9", which is Tszyu, a shorter fighter, versus the Towering Inferno, a 6'5", tall, lanky fighter in Fundora. All right, I think both of these fighters are matched up perfectly. It's going to be really interesting to see what adjustments these fighters make in the fight in order to establish their style. All right, I have criticized Fundora in the past for not using his reach advantage and fighting on the inside, and being a little careless about his defense. All right, his static and passive defense. You got to move your head after throwing a combination. You got to be defensively sound in order to avoid what happened to him in the last fight against his last opponent. All right, so Tszyu is coming from a good run. He's been putting his opponents away. He's a pressure fighter. He knows how to box. He knows how to get on the inside. He knows how to cut off the ring. So this fight, like I said, it's up for grabs for any one of these two guys. I think that it's a mistake for Tszyu to look past Sebastian Fundora and start talking about, fighting Terence Crawford. It's a Terence Crawford sweepstakes. Whoever wins this one will get a shot at fighting Terrence Bud Crawford, and that one should be something special. I have to give the advantage to Tszyu due to the fact that he's in my opinion, this is my opinion, guys, he's a more powerful fighter. He reminds me a little bit of Triple G. I believe he is very defensively sound. He's a great puncher. He knows how to cut off the ring. He knows how to move his head, counter punch. So I see him with an edge in power, with an edge in boxing ability. Now, you shouldn't, take Sebastian Fundora lightly, because Sebastian Fundora also has power. He might not be able to knock you out with one punch, but he can actually hurt you. And one of the things that I said in the past episodes, Sebastian Fundora has got a great uppercuts, all right? I had some fool ask, and you get some comments that are really crazy. I had some fool guy saying, how can Fundora throw an uppercut? He will have to crunch down or bow down in order to throw an uppercut. Come on, guys. Come on. Some comments are really ridiculous to answer. But anyway, he is very, very well known for throwing uppercuts in the inside. That's one of the keys that I believe he should use against, and carefully use, because he can get countered easily with the right hand from Tszyu when he's trying to throw these long reach uppercuts. All right, so he's got to watch out. I believe he's got to take a step back, use his jab. We're talking about Sebastian Fundora, use his reach advantage, go to the body with hooks, double up with the lead hand, with the right hand. Sebastian Fundora is southpaw, and throw that six, that rear uppercut. Throw uppercuts when Tszyu is coming inside. If he's lowering his head by any chance, throw that uppercut right to the body and then up to the head. So that is the punch, and either that is a punch that I believe could actually hurt Tszyu, and followed up by a lead hook. All right, so Sebastian Fundora has got his work cut out for him. I'm pretty sure he's trained very hard. He's a very humble kid. I love him. The way he fights. He's a no-nonsense kind of guy. Tszyu is also a humble guy. He's been acting a little bit cocky lately, but hey, man, you can't blame the guy. He is the real deal. So far, he looks like he is. He's going to be tested against Sebastian Fundora. I believe this is going to be the biggest test for both of these guys. Who will prevail? Let me know, guys, with your comments. Let me know with your questions. Who do you think has the advantage? Like I said before, please tune in to our Facebook group. All right, if you haven't done so, please do so. It's Inside the Ropes with Coach Mario on Facebook. All right, so just like that Facebook group, and we'll be chatting away this Saturday, back and forth with all the subs, everybody that's interested in the sport of boxing. All right. And like I said before, guys, I'm not only going to be talking about one fighter in this channel, all right? I know there's a lot of buzz with some fighters and all that stuff, and I've done a lot of videos about one particular fighter and everything that's going on. But listen, guys, I love the sport of boxing, and there's a lot of fighters out there that need to be mentioned. So those guys that are really knowledgeable and follow the sport of boxing and are not only focused on one fighter, this is a channel for you guys, all right? Okay, next fight, Rolando Romero versus Pitbull Cruz. Rolly Romero has been humiliating Pitbull Cruz, calling him the Chihuahua. I believe that, I don't know if this is getting under Pitbull's skin. He's been making fun of him. He actually even adopted a Chihuahua. I think it's funny. It's all fun and games when you're getting ready for the fight. It's a way of selling the fight. I think that was pretty hilarious. Looks like Pitbull Cruz is like a really serious guy, black personality. And one of the reasons why Rolly Romero makes such an impact in boxing, and the reason why he got that gifted email championship is because of his personality. Is kind of crazy, and you know he sells, man. You know, people like him. Anyway, either like him or hate him. You know, one of the two. But anyway, I think this fight is a fight that is evenly matched. However, I see Pitbull Cruz with more of technical ability than Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero is a big guy. He's a bigger guy. He's a good puncher, and so is Pitbull at 135 or 130. But there's a new weight class for a new weight division for Pitbull Cruz. So we'll see if he's got the power to stop somebody like Rolly Romero, right? Rolly Romero is also a 135 pounder. He got knocked out by Tank Davis. Pitbull Cruz fought Tank Davis and went the distance. So what can you say about this fight? All right. And the way I see it is that since Rolly Romero is so unpredictable and so how can I say it? He's so strange in his style. I don't believe he has a style at all. I just think he throws hard punches every single time. He misses a lot. He's got poor defense. He just moves forward trying to knock your ass out. Is gonna be susceptible, just like he was against Tank Davis, and might get caught with something. Pitbull is a strong kid. He's a short little fighter. You have to believe he's 5'4", and the reach and reach advantage and power, I believe, goes to Rolly. But you know, Pitbull Cruz also has power, and he has shown that in his fights. I believe he's lost 2 fights, and Rolly Romero has lost 1. All right. So what do you guys think of this one? I really think that you know, Pitbull is going to put the pressure. They're both going to go head on, and whoever lands first and hurts the other opponent is the one who's going to take advantage and who's going to win. All right. So my prediction for both of these fights. All right. First, let's talk about Fundora and Tszyu. For my opinion, and like I said before, I believe that Tszyu has the edge in ability and technical aspect. He's got the power. He's a natural 154 pounder. He can even go up in weight. He knows how to cut off the ring. Fundora is a tall, lanky fighter. However, he neglects his defense quite a lot. Likes to fight on the inside sometimes, which is not healthy for him. So therefore, my prediction for this one is Tszyu by knockout or stoppage by the 8th round. All right, by the 8th round, I'm calling it for Tszyu. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you think is going to take this one? All right. Now moving on to the next one, which is the co-main event of the fight: Pitbull Cruz versus Rolly Romero. This one, like I said, you know, it's going to be a toss-up. However, I believe that the technical edge goes to Pitbull. Rolly Romero can catch Pitbull with one of those hard punches. That could happen, but I see Pitbull Cruz having the edge in this one. I believe this is not going to go the distance, and I'm calling it by stoppage for Pitbull Cruz by the 10th round. All right. So Tszyu by knockout against Fundora by the 8th round, and Pitbull Cruz by knockout or stoppage by the 10th round over Rolly Romero. Please tell me what you guys think. Please join us on the chat group on Saturday. Have an excellent week, guys. This is all for now. Coach Mario, owner and head coach of Warriors Pride, saying hasta la vista. Have an excellent day. God bless you all, and peace.